Hello everyone, this is Grace. Today in this vlog I am going to cover a topic called Introduction to Big Data Analysis with Scala and Spark and a course Functional and Concurrent Programming. Here I am going to give answer for all these questions, by which in total we'll be knowing why and how Scala and Spark be used in data analysis. For that, the first question is, how is Scala used in big data? To know that, first of all, we need to know what is Scala. Scala is a scalable language, which is also called as Scala, is becoming a decisive tool for data science and machine learning in a large scale. And also the most popular companies, which includes Twitter, LinkedIn and also The Guardian, have built their websites using Scala. All this progression in the development is due to its concise programming language, as Scala is a concise programming language because of its type inference and also pattern matching mechanism, which means it can sort any kind of data, and also it has the ability to use functions as variables and reusing that utility functions. And Scala has also cutting edge class composition, which means it has a brilliant way for code reuse and a replacement for multiple inheritance to avoid inheritance ambiguity. And also Scala allows us to extend its classes with subclassing and a flexible mixing composition. And in real time we need to have some streams processing. So further, in Scala, Spark gives us an edge over other programming languages to process that streams in the real time. So the Spark made Scala as a computational engine for the fast data processing. And these are some more the reasons why it has become an important one, which are Scala is a vast ecosystem due to seamless interoperability with Java. Which means that Scala is somewhat similar to Java. So we have some interoperability with Java in Scala. And also we have several libraries for data science and data analysis also, which are available in Scala. And also Scala is a vibrant growing community. In the past days, Scala was very difficult, and it was so difficult to find some developers who uses the Scala. But nowadays it is a growing one. So it is easy, and also it has some very good advantages to develop. And the next question is Scala used for data analysis? For that, actually Python will be used more compared to Scala, but Scala has its more advantages when compared to Python. So some of those advantages are, it allows the utilization of most JVM libraries, which helps us in becoming deeply embedded in enterprise code. And also this Scala language shares several readable syntax features of popular languages such as Ruby. And this Scala has several functional features also, like I already mentioned. It has pattern mechanism and it has its type reference. So all these things are somewhat functional features which has in Scala. And there are some disadvantages also in the Scala. The first and most disadvantages is that the limited developer in the community, because as this is a growing one which doesn't get enough popularity in the market, so it has that is the main disadvantage. And also the other disadvantage is that the type information can sometimes be complex to understand due to the combination of functional and object oriented in nature. So as I already mentioned, Scala is somewhat somewhat same with Java, so it is difficult to understand both the combination with functional and object oriented in the nature. And the next one is, what is Spark in big data analytics? So Spark is the Apache Spark. The full name is the Apache Spark. It has some good workloads, which are machine learning, real-time analytics, interactive queries, and also graph processing. So here Apache Spark, first of all, Apache Spark is an open source and distributed processing system which is used for big data workloads. And this Apache Spark utilizes in memory caching and optimized query execution. And also this Apache Spark can be developed using many different languages, which includes Scala, R, Java, and Python. And this Apache Spark is being used by many organizations, and some of these organizations I placed here, which are FINRA, ELP, Zillow, Dataxu, Urban Institute, and CrowdStrike. And there are some more organizations also, obviously. And next, what is Spark and what is its purpose? So here the Spark has its own purpose. The purpose includes that it has some typical use cases, which are stream processing, machine learning, interactive analysis, and data integration. These four are the main reason which allows us to use Spark in Scala and even big data analysis. So these are the four main reasons. And also there is a question that why we need to use only Spark. So what sets the Spark apart from all other? So the reason for that is its simplicity, speed, and support. For these three reasons, we need to set the Spark apart from all other ones. And why is Spark good for big data? As I already mentioned, that it's simplicity, speed, and support, but we have some other very good mechanisms in Spark, which means it is a fast and general engine for large scale data pre-processing. So not only pre-processing, for the data processing also it has a large scale. And also the fast part means that it is faster than previous approaches. The previous approaches include MapReduce, which is a classical one. When compared to MapReduce, this Spark has many good features, and also it is very fast compared to that. And the secret for being faster is that Spark runs on RAM, and that makes the processing much faster than on the disk drives. And next, by listening all these things, we'll be getting a doubt like how do I learn Spark and Scala? So there is nothing shortcut in that. We need to learn through only tutorials on something, online courses only. And finally we can say that Apache Spark, which is used in Scala, has an immense growth when compared to the olden days. Now it has very immense growth over the past several years, and it is becoming the most effective data processing and artificial intelligence engine in enterprises today because of its speed, ease of use, and sophisticated analytics. So the cost of Spark, the cost of Spark is very high because it uses RAM. So the cost is obviously high, but it has its own advantages of being high cost. And also the Spark unifies data and artificial intelligence by simplifying data preparation at a massive scale across various sources. And moreover, it provides a consistent set of APIs for both data engineering and data science workloads. And along all with this seamless integration of popular libraries, such as there are some popular libraries also known as TensorFlow, PyTorch, R, and Scikit-learn. So these are some of the libraries. So with that, we be all these components, we'll be knowing that how and why the Spark will be used in big data analysis. So this concludes my vlog. Thank you.